The Basement Dwellers podcast is brought to you by Player One Coffee.
At Player One Coffee, we're obsessed with gaming, coffee, and, well, gaming. Every one of our signature roasts is handcrafted and tasty as Get yours at playeronecoffee.com.
Plus, order your Player One Coffee through our affiliate link, and not only will you receive 5% off of your first order, you'll also help support our show in the process.
Press start to continue.
They are those who live in the shadows, who feed upon Doritos and Mountain Dew. They take comfort in their dark habitats as they watch reruns of sci-fi shows long past. They are the Basement Dwellers.
Show me what you got.
So say we all. So say we all. So say we all.
Indeed. Yes. This is a fertile land and we will thrive. We will rule over all this land and we will call it this land.
Make it so.
Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy far from sun.
I want to believe.
We better get back, because it'll be dark soon, and they mostly come at night. Mostly.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 12 of The Basement Dwellers, a bi-weekly podcast dedicated to all activities most enjoyed by those who spend their time in the deepest, darkest, and dankest of basements everywhere. I'm your host, Wes Tanner, and tonight is our Season 2 finale, and we will be answering your submitted questions. But first, we're going to hit up some nerdy news, followed by the final fights of this season's Versus tournament, and then we'll end the night with TBD's very first Ask Me Anything. I'm joined as always by my fellow basement dwellers, Drew, Nick, Tucci at some point, Lauren, and JJ. How's it going, guys?
Tucci's here.
No, Tucci just showed up.
Tucci, you showed up like just in time. So
yeah, I squeeze in at the last minute, fashionably late as always.
What's wrong with your computer?
So I neglect my computer and I leave it on sleep mode for weeks at a time because I'm not on it as much anymore. So it pays me back by saying, fuck you, Tucci. I'm not going to work for you.
It's true. I've heard it say that.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll have to record it.
Okay. So what have you guys been up to in the past couple weeks? Nothing. Lauren, welcome back to the show. This is
Thank you.
What maybe your
I missed the last three.
Okay. My last three. It feels like it's been a lot longer than that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, it's because
Sorry,
2
I
weeks
think it was
between
the
every
last
episode.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I haven't been up to much. I mean, laying low. And then, I went to Riot Fest a couple weekends ago. I don't know.
Nice.
And
Good deal.
I haven't been
job
in a while.
interview on Thursday.
Hey.
All right.
Hey.
Good luck.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well, good deal. Anybody else?
I just got back from Arlington, Texas. I went to Retropalooza over the weekend.
What is Retropalooza?
What'd you get?
So it's basically just a retro gaming convention.
Oh my god!
It's run by the Game Chasers on YouTube, and like the Angry Video Game Nerd was there. The Completionist,
Nice.
A bunch of other YouTube personalities. Boogie2988. It was really fun. It was honestly like one of the best trips I've been on in a long time. And I got 10 games that I'm adding to my collection, and I actually came in under budget, which was great. So yeah,
oh, that's awesome, man!
Hooray!
I love how you said that was like your favorite trip of all, or whatever you just said.
Well, so like the main reason, I mean,
you just went to Vegas.
No, it was
loser.
cool. and I'm like a super introvert, so I'm not like super like talkative and stuff around new people when it comes to meet and greet and all that. But like I actually met up with a guy who used to listen to my old podcast, who was going to be down there, and I basically hung out with him and his wife the entire time, and that was like he does another podcast which I'm going to be on tomorrow night, and I'm so excited because he's a lot like me, and it's really like nice to kind of go back and forth with somebody who's on the same level as far as like collecting and retro gaming and stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. Did you know you guys were gonna see each other there, or? Yeah, he was. Okay.
Yeah, he had kept in touch after I ended the show almost 3 years ago now, and I go into this thing and I was like, I don't know, I don't know anybody down there. He's like, well, I'll be there, and I was like, and I gave it some thought. Ended up just pulling the trigger and went down, and it was just better than I could have imagined. It was a really, really great time.
That's awesome, man.
Oh, speaking of going to things alone, so I go to Riot Fest alone like every year. What?
That's not true. We went together one time.
I know. I was gonna finish. I said minus the time that I like rode down with Nick and Ron and Amanda. But so I joined finally this year. I found this group that's like called Solo Riot Fester and Friends and shit.
That's so great.
It's for people that go by themselves. And it was great. I met so many great new people. And
awesome.
This guy, Jason, he's awesome. He listens to our show now.
Ooh.
And I think a couple other people started listening.
Hi,
and
Jason.
The beer I'm drinking is from another one of the dudes, Brandon. And it's just so great.
What's up, Jason and Brandon?
Yeah.
Shout out to my homies.
Yeah, that's
I'm
great.
done now. But yeah, meeting people is cool, especially when you don't like people. I don't know.
You were talking about before we started how you guys did a beer swap.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Like, do you guys just brought in like I assume like craft brews, like local brew type stuff, and
all
traded?
local stuff. Unfortunately, there wasn't that many of us that participated. So I mainly only got my beers. I think Brandon ended up giving me like I feel like it was like 8 beers or something from Tampa, Florida.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's still pretty cool though.
Yeah.
And I gave out a lot of beers.
Good
I don't
deal.
remember. There was a hazy weekend of no sleep and beer.
Well, speaking of beer, I just finished. I didn't finish, but I just brewed a new batch of beer. It's a Imperial Nut Brown. So, and coincidentally, Ethan's brewing a Nut Brown too at the same time. So we'll have to have like a nut off, like when they're done.
You guys nut in each other's browns.
When do you think it's going to be ready?
Mine? Oh God.
Thursday.
No, I wish. I just put it. I just finished, or I just did it yesterday. So let's see here. It's got 3 weeks in the fermenting.
So you can't drink it, Nick, when you come to town.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I was getting at.
It's gonna be a while. It'll be sometime in November, whenever I decide to have it stop the process. Nutties, yeah. Anybody else have anything cool that they did over the past week or so?
No.
I had my brothers come out to Kansas City this past weekend, and one of them went to a thing. I can't remember what it's called. It's about.
I can't talk about it.
It's so descriptive.
It was about a book. That's all I remember. But Hank Green was there, and he's like a large YouTuber, I guess, and it was his book. And my brother, so they submitted questions before they walked in, I guess. Mm-hmm. And my brother's question got picked. And so, just some good old Midwest charm. When his name was called, he stood up in the crowd, and Hank Green apparently was like, oh, wow, I've never had anyone stand up before. So Hank Green got off the stage, walked over and shook hands with my brother. And they started, having a conversation real quick, and he was like, how are you? And Anthony was like, I'm good. And he's like, how are you? And the guy, and Hank Green was like, wow, I've never been asked that either. So thank you. He's like, I'm good. And so that was probably a highlight of my weekend, even though I wasn't there. But I thought that was a cool thing that my brother got to experience. So I lived through him. Senpai noticed me. Yeah.
But
that is the most
kind of has a sad life.
That is the most Midwest story ever.
It is.
It really is.
My brother said
my
hi.
question. I stood up and then we shook hands.
Yeah. Well, I just thought it was funny how
That's a very
he's
polite
been to
exchange.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny that he'd been to multiple events and never had anyone stand up when their name was called. So
I don't believe that nobody's asked him how he was.
That's what he said. Apparently,
Did your brother say when he stood up?
About it.
That's my question.
I don't know if he said "ope." He may have said "ope" though. I've caught myself saying "ope" recently.
That's my question.
He probably internally said it.
Yeah, it's just an internal thing.
And ever since I think Lauren made a post, this was like last year sometime, I think. Ever since Lauren made a post about OPE, like I've been like painfully aware of it, and I catch myself like working against my habits, my habitual use of it now, and it's very difficult.
I'm not gonna ope. I'm not gonna ope. I'm not gonna ope.
Well, I'll find myself like, accidentally like running into someone or like, brushing shoulders with someone at the gas station, and I'd be like, oh, sorry. And I'm like, God damn it. I was like, this sounds so fucking dumb when you,
And the one thing I've noticed is like, you never use OPE when you're in text.
No.
Like, it's not something you do while in text. It's specifically only verbal physically.
I text OOP.
Oh, you
usually say OOP instead of OPE, but I text OOP.
I really hate that this conversation exists because I'm just going to think about it all night now.
Okay, well, we'll cut it off short and we will go to some nerdy news.
Thank God.
Oh,
son of a bitch.
Now it's time to see what's up in the world of nerdy news.
First up, in about damn time, via Kotaku, Sony is finally allowing crossplay on the PS4. Having resisted for so long, Sony is finally giving in and allowing crossplay on the PS4 for select third-party content, in quotes, meaning PlayStation 4 owners will soon get to play the same game against people on competing consoles. In a blog post, Sony says, following a comprehensive evaluation process, SIE has identified a path towards supporting cross-platform features for select third-party content. We recognize that PS4 players have been eagerly awaiting an update, and we appreciate the community's continued patience as we have navigated through this issue to find a solution. And perhaps an admission as to why this has taken so long when the competition has allowed it for ages, Sony adds that, quote, this represents a major policy change for SIE, and says that there will be more information on other titles going forward when, quote, we have more details to share. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. I never really worried too much about crossplay when it came to the PS4, but I can definitely see there being a demand for it. I personally don't know anybody who gives a shit, but because they're talking about Fortnite, and it's like, I mean, I guess
I don't think anybody cared as much until Nintendo and Xbox did it.
Yeah, but even then, they're not doing everything though, are they?
No. It's just, as far as I know right now, it's just the certain third-party titles, like you said.
Fortnite, yeah. I don't know. I think the one thing that would make people pee themselves with excitement would be backwards compatibility.
Backwards compatibility.
Thank you.
It would be nice.
It would be great, especially from the leap from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5. It'd be great because I have so many PS4 games, and it'll probably be a long time before I get through even half of them. So, but next up in fucking yay, via Epic Stream, Netflix's Diablo series, yep, that's a thing, will reportedly be animated. Fans got very excited when a Diablo series was rumored for Netflix. The games have resonated with a lot of players, and the fact that the third game coming to Switch still has a lot of hype behind it, even though it's available on a variety of consoles, shows how popular this franchise is. It looks like the series coming to Netflix is going to be an animated series, which is great news for fans of the games and animation in general. Video game adaptations often struggle when turned to live action, and if the success of Castlevania is anything to go by, this was a very smart move. In a deleted tweet, Boom Studios founder Andrew Cosby also tweeted out something about Diablo, though it has since been deleted. Cosby stated that they are in final talks to make the series, and he hopes everything works out. We're also hoping it works out since we are in good need of video game adaptations and we want more than Castlevania, which is a pretty good series to be fair. There's a lot of material to base an animated series on if the creators take this seriously. Considering how these games often deal with demons from hell and other dark fantasy material, expect this to be an R-rated series. It will be on Netflix after all, so don't expect any limitations when it comes to the series, assuming it comes into fruition. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was kind of a couple of news stories rolled into one. But, yeah, I'm trying to remember who this Cosby guy is, and no, it's not.
He's in prison right now.
No, it's not.
He did some bad things with some pudding pops.
It's Andrew Cosby, and he's the writer for something. Hellboy, I think, the movies or the animated series.
Really?
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember which one. I just remember it's Hellboy. So he's he deleted the tweet, so he was probably hit with a hey fucker, don't do that. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm looking forward to it. Moving on to some sad news via comicbook.com, Telltale Games released a statement confirming its closure. A massive layoff occurred at the Telltale Games studio, leaving only a skeleton crew behind in its wake to finish up the titles already in production. Now the studio themselves have reached out with a statement providing clarity during this difficult time for the team. Quote, "Today, Telltale Games made the difficult decision to begin a majority studio closure following a year marked by insurmountable challenges," began their Twitter post. A majority of the company's employees were dismissed earlier this morning, with a small group of 25 employees staying on to fulfill the company's obligations to its board and partners. This, unfortunately, is confirmation that all future projects have been shelved indefinitely, including the highly anticipated Stranger Things game, the Wolf Among Us sequel, and the Wolf Among Us sequel that so many have been hoping for. This also includes the I forgot the name of it, but it's the last installment of the Telltale Games Walking Dead series that people were looking forward to. Pete Hawley, the CEO of Telltale Games, has issued the following statement. "It's been an incredibly difficult year for Telltale as we work to set the company on a new course. Unfortunately, we ran out of time trying to get there. We released some of our best content this year and received a tremendous amount of positive feedback, but ultimately that did not translate to sales. With a heavy heart, we watch our friends leave today to spread our brand of storytelling across the games industry." That is pretty sad. Like, they made great games. They're the ones that do the... Well, you guys know what I'm talking about. So. Uh-oh. Okay.
Sorry, I was typing furiously in the background, so I had to mute my mic for a second.
That's okay.
Someone was wrong on the internet.
Yes,
so.
Telltale Games, we know.
No, I just thought it was one of those where I lagged out and was talking for that whole time and nobody was hearing me. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I heard you. I just got nothing to contribute.
Nothing to say. No, it's okay. Now on to some not sad news about a book series that I've actually read via Tor.com. The Wheel of Time series is picked up by Amazon, and the first season is to focus on Moiraine. Amazon has ordered Robert Jordan's fantasy epic, The Wheel of Time, to series, with Sony Pictures TV to co-produce and Rafe Judkins serving as showrunner. The Hollywood Reporter has revealed that Amazon has ordered the series and gave the following information about the story. Set in a sprawling world where magic exists but can only be used by women, the story follows Moiraine, a member of the shadowy and influential all-female organization, the Aes Sedai. As she embarks on a dangerous journey with 5 young men and women, Moiraine's interest in these 5 lies in the fact that she believes one of them might be the reincarnation of an incredibly powerful individual who prophecies say will either save humanity or destroy it. That's what the series is about. Rafe Judkins will serve as executive producer in addition to showrunner, with Rick Selvage and Larry Mondragon of Red Eagle Entertainment, Ted Field and Mike Weber of Radar Pictures, and Darren Lemke also executive producing. Harriet McDougall is a consulting producer on the project as well. Judkins added, quote, "For so many people, including me, this book series has served as a world to escape to lose yourself in, to devour and inhabit completely. And I couldn't be more honored to be the one finally bringing that world to life on screen. For old fans to lose themselves in all over again, and new fans to discover it for the first time." Am I the only one here who's read that series?
I've started it.
You started it? What do you think so far?
I started it as well.
I love it.
JJ, what about you?
You know what? I really haven't gotten too far into it. It seems like it's so overwhelming. I'm wondering how much they're going to crunch it down.
Oh
yeah, there's going to be. I mean, it's either going to run forever or they're going to, like JJ said, crunch it down.
Well, they could very potentially make it into another Game of Thrones with the amount of content that's available for them to work with. I honestly doubt that they'll milk it for that long, just because of anticipated budget constraints, just because for how much it costs to produce Game of Thrones, and there's only 7 books. I don't remember how many books are in the Wheel of Time series, but I think it's more than 7.
It's what, 13 or 14?
It's something crazy. So it would be a lot for them to run through.
It is Amazon though.
What's that?
Said it is Amazon though.
That's true.
True.
But it looks like they're going to do a season that how the books are written, from what I remember, and this is what they're going to kind of play on with the show, is that sometimes different chapters are written from the different characters' perspective, even though they're all together in certain parts. So, but what they're going to do with the show is they're going to have, this one, the first season is going to be Moiraine, which she's one of the main characters, especially in the first book, and it's going to be from her perspective, and each consequent season hopefully will be changing. And arguably the main character is of the entire series is not Moiraine by any means. So it'll be interesting to see how long it takes for them to get to him telling the story. So yeah. But yeah, that's one of the few book series that I've ever read. So
I was just about to give you a lot of shit about it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm excited to finally have a book to show or movie adaptation that I can bitch about not being faithful to. So because all the other ones I've never really had much to complain about. So last up we reported on it before, so we kind of have to follow up on it via The Sun. Sex robot tester's furious bonking broke Harmony droid and knocked her senseless.
Yeah. Bonk bonk.
Oh wow.
Yep. A love doll collector revealed he bonked the new Harmony sex robot so furiously he, quote, broke her.
Wait, I'm sorry. A love doll collector?
Yes.
Why is that not part of the news?
I don't know.
Must be rich.
It was this. Well, this is
crap.
This is The Sun reporting on a article from Forbes. So, but anyway, Brick
picturing an orgy with just one person moving.
Yeah, Brick Dollbanger, which is not his real name, has been test driving.
You think?
No, it's funny because in the article they say it twice. They're not his real name. He's been test driving Harmony ahead of the Dirty Droid's upcoming release, and actually managed to cause physical damage to her during the robot romps. The 60-year-old property developer told Forbes he used Harmony for 10 days at the request of Californian sex bot firm Realbotics. Quote, having sex with Harmony, I broke Harmony.
Jesus.
Dollbanger told Forbes. I kind of knocked her senseless mechanically. I mean, I really didn't do anything to the AI, but gear-wise. He said he was specifically asked by Matt McMullen, the head of Realbotics, to try to break her during at-home sex sessions. That's what Matt...
I want to know what his internet history looks like, because how rough did you have to get with that thing
I don't know.
cause it to break?
Apparently
When she
it's a
broke,
pretty,
did he say,
like,
"Oh"?
Yeah. Well, he's out in California, I think, so I don't think they say "ope" out there.
Wow. Oh no, brah! I broke my sex doll.
There we go. He said that he was specifically asked. Did I read that already? Yep. That's what Matt wanted me to do. Knock her around. Do what you got to do, Brick explained. He said, I want a normal experience. We want to find out where the weaknesses are. Well, I knocked the gears loose. They found those they found those weak points, and they're making changes. A longtime enthusiast, Brick Dollbanger, again not his real name according to the article, recently told The Sun that he'd spent around $200,000 on sex dolls over the past decade.
Oh my God! Christ.
Yep. Brick originally began toying with the droids after his 15-year marriage ended and became such a regular at Realbotics' parent company Real Doll that he was asked to help guide the design of the Harmony sex bot. Describing his...
How do you become a regular in a sex doll shop?
I want to have that much fuck you money.
Yeah,
That's the kind of money I want to have.
Describing his romp with Harmony, Brick said, it was amazing. On a scale of 1 to 10, with a real woman at 10, it was a solid 7 to 8. The Californian admitted he slept with Harmony 5 times in 10 days, which is testament to the bot's quality and Brick's own sexual vigor.
Oh my God.
So...
Jesus.
Wow.
I was the timing of that article. A guy at work sent it to me. Drew Bryan sent it to me, and I thought it was so.
That doesn't surprise me.
It was so badass because I was like, "Oh man!" I was like, "We're recording tonight." So
this is going on.
I was like, "We talked about this months ago." So.
Oh, man. What a man! What a man!
Yeah. So. I think we'll go ahead and take our first commercial break, and when we get back, we are going to finish up the last couple fights of the Versus tournament for this season. Oh. So stay tuned. Stay tuned as we ope our way through the rest of the episode. Hey nerds, Wes here. Just wanted to give a quick rundown of some new things we've done for this season that you should definitely check out. First off, make sure to take a look at our newly redesigned website at www.tbdpod.com. And if you're already there, then great. Take a look at the show info where you'll find, you guessed it, info about the show. Things like episode archives, crew bios, how to join our Discord server, as well as ways you can subscribe to the podcast. Next, let me direct your attention to the Support the Show link where you can find some ideas on how you can help us keep the lights on. Help us out by buying some kick-ass coffee from Player One Coffee. Buy something from Amazon using our affiliate links. Or hell, just treat yourself and us by becoming a TBD patron via our newly launched Patreon page. And as always, thanks for listening. Now, back to the show. Oh my God.
Wait a minute. So you were in the middle of your sex bot article, and then Joe popped in, and then he's posted, "What the fuck did I stumble into?"
Pure, raw, unadulterated degeneracy.
Like, I
That's
saw
what you
him
stumbled into.
pop up, and you were just like, "He broke the sex doll with his dick."
Dixie party.
Just walk away. All right,
Joe, welcome to the orgy.
Yeah.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, I like getting weird. Okay.
And with that, we are back, and we are going to finish up our Versus tournament rather quickly because we got a lot of questions to get to. But we just have, I think I just said 3 fights left. Our contenders for the final couple matches here are Papa Smurf, Archer, Legless Darth Maul, and Hawkeye. So the way that our brackets fell, the first fight is going to be, first off, when it comes to versus, if you don't know what this is yet, then shame on you. But in case you don't, in case this, our season finale, season 2 finale is the first episode of us that you're listening to, I will explain versus to you. So what we do is we have a master list of characters, and we randomly choose 2 of them and pit them in a fight to the death. The reasons why and their motivations are as best as we can come up with at the time, and sometimes they don't make sense. But we use randomly generated numbers to choose those characters, and like I said, pit them to the death. We argue incessantly about who will win, and sometimes we like to play a tournament, and that's where we are today. So tonight's first matchup is Papa Smurf versus Archer. Are you guys still here?
Okay,
damn. You guys,
I was waiting for something else out after that. Were we supposed to cheer?
I don't know. That's really
like a smooth cognac. We just couldn't resist.
That's okay. You just want to listen to me talk all night, and that's probably what's going to happen. So, let's see here. We don't need to roll any dice. Does anybody have any thoughts firsthand between Papa Smurf versus Archer? How is this going to go down?
I mean, do we determine if the Smurfs have magic or not?
We did. We did.
They do?
Well, Papa Smurf has the ability to transform himself, or what is it, JJ? He takes over the...
He takes over the body, yeah.
Takes over the body, okay.
Switches bodies, not takes over.
Oh, yeah.
I could see him transforming into Lana, and then, like, Archer's lust for her takes over, and then she would... Well, it'd be Papa Smurf, so he would, like... stab Archer to death while they were having sex. I don't know.
Oh shit, that's pretty creative. Can anybody top that? Tucci,
I don't really think about Archer, so
yeah, Tucci, you're the Archer fan here. What's he got?
I also love Archer.
Well, I do too, but Tucci's had like a hard on for Archer ever since he was in this tournament. So.
Oh Jesus.
Did I have a raging hard on for him?
I think
as best as I could tell.
Okay, that's fine. I do like Archer.
Mm-hmm.
You're like Otherberry.
I'm like Otherberry. Let's see here. How the fuck would this work out? Papa Smurf and Archer. Well, it would probably have something to do with Archer wandering through the woods and stumbling upon magic mushrooms of sorts. I don't know really where to go with it, but there. Maybe he tries to start picking the magic mushrooms and Papa Smurf ain't having it.
Yeah, he's like, fuck no, human.
Yeah, he's just like, fuck you, I don't know, is he Canadian?
What the hell?
I don't know. I've only watched a little bit of the Smurfs. I don't know much about them.
Okay. Lauren, I know you know probably the Smurfs. Do you know Archer?
I don't know either.
Oh, what? No Smurfs either?
The Smurfs are blue and have white hats, and Archer is an archer. That's about all I know.
Okay. All right.
Archer is an archer.
One of those things is right.
Yeah.
Archer is not an archer, I guess. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Warmer.
Okay.
Smurfs are blue and have white hats. That's all I know.
Except Papa Smurf, he has a red hat because he's the boss.
Fine. Okay. I guess I don't know. I don't know anything. Sorry.
It's okay. You tried.
Okay.
I'm the neutral party here because I was not here for previous verses with these people.
Okay, so this is how I see it then. I see Papa Smurf, like if Tucci's scenario is to be taken as it is what it is, and I think it's just as good as anything. Archer's trying to get fucking high. So he's going through the forest and he's picking mushrooms left and right, and he's like he picks one.
There lies Brainy Smurf. And Archer shoots him because he is terrified.
Yes. And then
Brainy Smurf decides to run his mouth and gets shot in the face.
There we go. Papa Smurf comes swinging in like a badass, and this is how one of them dies. So, what do we got?
Would it be advantageous for Papa Smurf to use his body switching?
Don't ask that question, you son of a bitch.
That's an inside joke between Nick and I.
Don't ever say the word advantageous again.
Advantageous?
Yeah, Nick got really drunk one night at one of my family reunions, and we were playing a card game, and every turn Nick would lean over to one of us and he would ask, "Would it be advantageous for me to play this card right now?" And it was like,
also,
yeah.
Also, I was smoking the devil's lettuce with your aunt.
Oh yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yep.
No, wait, I don't condone that behavior. Shame.
I think I know how I would have this play out, just because.
Bob Smurf's a fucking wizard.
Exactly.
That's all you need to know. He's a fucking wizard.
It sure
And
is.
he's an archer.
Yeah, I think we're all rooted against Archer in this one.
Like I said, I think Papa Smurf would have the element of surprise, plus the mushroom that Archer just ate was probably poisonous. So, okay, we'll go ahead and call that.
Yeah, sorry.
Wait,
I wish it was more interesting.
What was your defense for Archer?
No, I don't have one.
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
Oh.
No.
Archer has a gun and he shoots him?
Well, that would be it. Drew, are you voting for Archer here?
I mean, my only problem with Papa Smurf is that he has the magic body switching, and that just kind of makes him OP.
Overpowered Smurf.
Oh yeah, I mean, like,
not wrong.
Like he beat, like the last time he won, he switched into the giant porg or whatever and walked it off a cliff. I mean, like, it's
Well, what else can he do? He had two abilities last time we checked. He could body switch, and then there was one other one.
I don't remember what the other one was.
He could grow really big or something, I thought.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he could supersize something.
Yeah.
Could he supersize my fries and Coke at McDonald's?
Nope, they don't do that anymore, Nick. They got rid of that.
That is the saddest thing that they got rid of that.
I know.
I know, right?
Yep.
Thanks, Morgan Spurlock, you dick.
Fuck that guy.
Fucking America, and we should.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Segue.
I gained all this weight eating McDonald's 3 times a day for 30 days.
No shit.
Oh my god, my arteries are full of Big Mac sauce. I wonder why I don't feel good.
These schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Yeah.
If they ever ask me to supersize it, I'm gonna supersize it because fuck that guy. He ruined a great thing for everyone.
Yeah.
I know.
Really
I'm still fucking salty about that.
Yeah. But not as salty as you would be eating a supersized fry.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. So we got Archer and his gun, and Papa Smurf and his OP-ness. So I don't know. We really can't. I don't really know what else we can say about Papa Smurf that would differentiate this fight from others without him just resorting to his old tricks.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't even know how Archer made it this far.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because of sheer dumb luck.
Actually,
Because
yeah.
of sheer dumb luck
Yeah.
And super spy capabilities.
No, that's sheer dumb luck.
So here's the question, though: does sheer dumb luck get him through this?
Well,
The
he's
entire
probably
thing.
got a bottle of liquor with him, which means he could probably make an improvised Molotov cocktail. Which means he could probably set the forest on fire at the same time he was about to die.
Oh god, I like where you're going with this.
So he could just
I kind of want to add to it.
go ahead.
Go
So-
for it.
So Papa Smurf is clearly like more OP than Archer because of his magical abilities. However, Archer has the Molotov cocktail, like you said, throws it in the forest, burns everything to the ground, and then Papa Smurf, through his grief, you know, because everything's dying, kills himself.
Oh wow, I knew that was going there.
Oh.
And I didn't stop it at all. I had to let it happen.
Who's the real winner here?
There's that, or there's Archer is, as we all know, a high functioning alcoholic, as in he's always super drunk, basically. So Papa Smurf switches into Archer's body and cannot handle the alcohol that's in there, and he dies.
Oh my god,
So,
you're right.
so Papa Smurf loses, but Archer wins, and he's stuck in Papa Smurf's body.
Holy shit.
Or
No. I think you're looking at this wrong. So what would probably happen is he probably switch into Archer's body, not realizing what's about to happen to him, and then he gets over there and he's like, "Oh fuck this," and he switches them back. That would be more believable to me.
and then like Papa
Because
Smurf
technically,
alcoholic.
yeah, sure, and then dies due to withdrawal. So,
Jesus Christ, we took this to a really dark fucking place.
Yeah, but you know what? It's
Spitballing here.
These are the creative solutions that we were looking for when it comes to this fight. So
Yeah, can I change my vote? I kind of want to vote for Archer.
we
now.
haven't really voted yet, but
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna have it like kind of be like a throwaway match and give it to Papa Smurf, but you guys made some really good arguments. So
sorry,
now
it
that I think
took a
about
second for the creative juices to get flowing.
that's okay. That's kind of what the first match is all about. Is like working the kinks
So
out.
should we vote?
I think we
I
should.
think I'm ready.
All right.
My body's ready.
So, JJ, what about you, man? What do you think?
Papa Smurf, hands down.
Papa Smurf. Okay. Tucci.
Oh god. I'm gonna go with Archer on this one because
Okay.
he's just reckless anyway.
Nick.
I'm also going with Archer.
Drew.
Also going with Archer.
Yeah. Sorry, JJ. I'm going with Archer too, just because we.
You guys are ridiculous. They're all ridiculous.
No, I say.
Listen, JJ. Papa Smurf had a good run. I mean, he was up in Kratos' asshole.
Yeah,
He's
true.
done nothing except get drunk, and he won.
And he slaughtered an entire herd of fucking.
This is all because you all like Tucci's boner.
To be fair,
Whoa.
Don't hate on my boner.
Let's
Saying that's
Henry
why.
is a good man.
to be fair, how did either this long?
Yeah, I don't know.
Again, sheer dumb luck.
That's how versus works. Okay, so
Yeah.
and
Lauren, did you vote?
oh yeah, Lauren. Sorry, you're muted. You're not muted. I'm just
The
not
sex
paying
bot.
attention. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, that's Archer.
Wild card.
Dollbanger.
Yeah.
That
All right.
is definitely
Dollbanger.
Archer.
Banger.
Brick dollbanger.
I don't know.
I don't know. Archer wins that one. All right.
Yay.
Next fight, which is probably infinitely cooler, is is between legless Darth Maul versus Hawkeye. Anybody want to give a scenario?
Ooh.
Tucci.
Yeah, you made a noise first, so it's you.
Yes, I know it's me now. Hold on. Okay, I think I've got it. So, what happens is Darth Maul's just chilling there, you know, after semi-recovering from being chopped in half and all, and beating, you know, what's her fuck? That chick, yes. And after Thanos clicks his fingers, you know, in the Infinity War, when he snaps his fingers at the end, he doesn't actually get rid of 50% of the universe. It just goes into another universe, which is the Star Wars universe.
Oh.
Yes.
Look at you, yeah.
Look at smarty pants, high tight, yeah. So
Tucci, are you fucking high right now?
I wish this made it way easier. So boom, Hawkeye is there and he makes eye contact with, you know, Darth Maul, and Darth Maul's just kind of chilling, you know, without legs. It makes things a little more difficult to be mobile and all. So there you go. I'll let you guys take it from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Hawkeye the Avenger. Like, what do we got going on here? What can he do?
So, like Tucci said, so Hawkeye gets transported.
Yes.
Into the Star Wars universe.
Okay.
And Hawkeye, being the good guy that he is, decides, hey, if I help this poor guy who just got his legs cut off, maybe he'll want to join our cause and be an Avenger. Little does he know.
Does he know?
Little does he know.
Clearly, he's never watched Star Wars.
Darth Maul is not to be trifled with.
Okay.
And so,
Maul has
and
no
so, and so he goes through like all the motions of getting Darth Maul back to good health, and Darth Maul like clicks on his lightsaber once he has his metal legs, and he's ready to fucking like mow him down.
He's ready to party. He's like partying
Oh,
on.
so he's got his legs back.
Okay. All right.
And Hawkeye says, "But you were the chosen."
But you were.
You were my brother.
I have the high ground.
I love you.
Okay, so honestly, does Hawkeye stand a chance? If Phasma
Probably
can't
fucking not.
say if,
No, I
if
can't.
Phasma,
I can't bullshit my way through this one.
I can't, you know.
And also, he now has his metal leg.
Yeah.
Give him a bottle of alcohol, turn it into a Molotov.
Hey, you quit being salty over there.
Yeah, it's not our fault. Your Papa Smurf is a little blue shithead.
He's a wizard.
He's a
wizard, Harry.
Somebody's mad because their little fella didn't win this time.
I hate you.
Welcome to me. Last episode.
He's a wizard.
I hope when all of you stand up, you trip.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Calm down, Wes.
Guys, we broke Wes again.
I think we did.
I don't really know what to say with this.
Wes.exe is
Yeah,
quit
it
responding.
stopped working. Yes, Control
Because
Alt
it's
Delete.
like if Hawkeye was gonna help Darth Maul, once Darth Maul got what he wanted, wouldn't he just slice Hawkeye in half?
Yeah, I don't.
Like it would just be over
absolutely.
before it started.
Here's the
Like,
thing, though. I don't see Hawkeye standing a chance against Darth Maul unless, for some reason, he's with other Avengers. And then,
Well, Hawkeye's
Maul's
now a
gonna win this.
Jedi.
yeah.
I feel bad for Archer.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is gonna be quick work.
Oh,
Yeah, we have to think
can we
about
just
that.
skip ahead and say that Darth Maul cuts down everybody?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think
fast
it's gonna be a pretty anticlimactic ending to our tournament this season because
You can blame Norman.
Yeah, totally. So,
Norman, you bastard.
though,
Is it unanimous?
yeah, Darth Maul versus Papa Smurf would have been epic.
Yeah, that would have.
Calm down, JJ. Calm the fuck down. Okay?
He's a wizard.
Wizard.
Voldemort's gonna be in the next one.
Oh. So, all right. I think it's pretty unanimous, unless JJ wants to throw a monkey wrench in
No,
there.
I just can't wait for the question segment because I got one that I was a little nervous to say before, but now I'm cool with it.
Okay, all right. So let's get to it. Darth Maul versus Hawkeye. Darth Maul takes it, and which leaves us with Darth Maul versus Archer. And
Tengo una pregunta.
what?
How did Darth?
Heard that.
What?
I have a question.
What's your question?
Out of the left field.
Pourquoi?
I mean, I'm
Okay.
just listening.
Okay.
How did the Darth Maul man not bleed out when his legs got cut off?
This is
Did you watch
lightsabers.
Star Wars?
Because it's a lightsaber. It
She
instantly
did.
I watched
cauterized
the
his
first one,
wound.
okay,
wounds.
and I don't think he was in it. And if he was, I fell asleep during that.
Well, then you watched the fourth one.
Yeah, I think so.
I watched
you
him
watched-
in whatever order Wes told me to watch him.
You watched episode 4.
Sure.
I think so. I don't
Yeah,
remember
no,
what
yes.
we told you to do because you were and are because I don't think you should.
I
be
watched
out
him
of
in the
it yet.
order they were released. So
Okay, there we go.
the first one.
All right, so yeah, she didn't watch Darth Maul. Anyway, lightsabers like they cauterize wounds, so it's like there's no bleeding.
That's freaking hot.
So.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but excuse me. So yeah, unless anybody has like, I hate to cheapen this, but unless anybody has like a good defense for Archer, I don't think there's anything stopping non-legless Darth Maul.
Oh yeah.
You know, like out of what we have here.
If Archer's not an archer, what does he do?
Well, he's got a
is like
Molotov
James
cocktail.
Bond. Well, he used it.
Not anymore. He used it.
Yep. Keep track of your inventory,
Archer goes
noob.
nowhere without alcohol.
Well.
Oh, so he's just a drunk.
So that's
actually, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how we've been playing it. I mean, but he is, but
because he is kind of a drunk.
Warren gets it.
Yeah. Yep. So, anybody defense for Archer? No. Nobody.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I love Archer, but I love Darth Maul more.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, loving does not.
Legolas Darth Maul wins.
Legolas, yes.
So
we now will officially crown the winner of this season's versus tournament as no longer legless Darth Maul.
Good.
Woo!
Good.
All right, and with that, we'll take another quick commercial break, and when we get back, we're going to get to our Ask Me Anything question. So stick with us, and we will be back momentarily.
Woo!
Yay!
Oh,
good.
Yay.
This pleases me.
Ooh.
Do you like role-playing games? How about podcasts? How about a podcast about a role-playing game? Check out our friends at Tomorrow's End, a podcast that follows a role-playing group as they navigate through a post-apocalyptic wasteland. All right, enough fucking words. Here's the trailer.
How did humanity get here? I just can't remember. The rest of the world didn't know why the end had come. They'd heard on the radio about an attack on the states by either Russia or China over dwindling resources. What we knew was that the world was going to end, and a crazy man named Morrow had a plan to save the world. Many teams were frozen in vaults deep underground, safely tucked away from all the bombs and nukes flying, and the asteroid that would finally end everything. They were supposed to wake up 25 years later and help pick up the pieces, but something went wrong, and everyone woke up a lot later, if they woke up at all. Cultists, criminals, madmen, they've been living and thriving through the radiation and destruction the entire time. Some good people also survived. They held on to hope by spreading stories. Stories about tomorrow's end.
Said bye, Joe, and then he left.
But now how are we going to figure out where to get the special underwear?
I feel bad now.
Oh.
Yeah,
fundies. No, Joe's the one that knows where to get the special underwear because you have to have them to be a Mason Mormon.
Let's see.
Amazing Mormon.
An amazing
The special Mormon underwear you got to buy at the Mormon store.
Wait, is he a Mormon?
No, I'm just a dick.
I was so confused.
Oh, everybody knows that.
I know.
Well, then I'm confused, or that Joe's a Mormon.
Yeah, there you go. They're on Amazon, my dude.
Are they really?
$7.25 a pair. I'm ordering
Sign
one
me
right
up.
now.
Ordering one. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and bring us back. So we're back.
Oh, you're so naughty.
We're back, and I'll have to go through and listen to what these jokers were talking about while I was
underwear
gone.
with 4 leg holes.
Okay.
They're like Christian sex underwear. You rub your genitals, but there's no penetration.
So that means it's not sex.
I think it would just be like, you could wear the same pair of underwear like 4 days. You just fold it different ways.
Oh, you can. You can do that with two. You can do that with 2-hole underwear.
I feel like you're thinking a little outside the box there. When
You wear them one way, then you wear them the other way, then you flip them, and then you wear them the one way,
fun.
and then you wear the other way.
Well, here's some highlights of the product.
What is happening?
I don't know.
They're made of cotton.
Okay,
they're
of course.
They're imported, which isn't necessarily a like a great thing, I guess. But
very important.
yeah, be the life of the party.
What?
Yeah, holiday and Halloween parties.
What kind of fucking parties are you going to where you're having like
high quality
slumber party?
These are the things it's recommended for.
Oh my god.
That would be the worst Halloween costume. Who wants to be stuck with somebody that closely?
It would be weird.
I don't like that.
It would be a challenge.
It would be a bit awkward.
Somebody, and then like your dude's balls would be chafing on your legs instead. No.
I don't want no dude's balls on my legs.
I don't like that.
Oh.
You want the balls or the schlong, JJ? You got to pick one.
I do not have to pick one at all.
Something's touching your leg. It's either balls or dick.
Either one is touching. Well, mine are touching my leg.
You can't have both, and you can't have neither.
You got to pick one or the other. It's just how it goes. So what
I'll go with balls then. That's less chance of
our,
something leaking on me.
Is this our first question of tonight?
Oh no, sorry.
Dick or balls?
Meme brought this up.
That's a pretty important question. Come on.
Yeah.
The stud undies are cool too.
Dick or balls? That's the first question of tonight's Ask Me Anything.
That's right. Schlong or balls.
So for basically what we did, and what we did is we sent out a post asking for all of you listeners out there to participate for once. Just kidding. And ask us some questions. And we actually got, at least I did. I got quite a few replies. No emails. Still haven't gotten an email from anybody.
Overachiever.
But I actually got a fair amount of questions, and I also asked my own as well, which I invited everyone here present to do so as well. So, the first question of tonight. What's up, Nick?
Is mine.
I was gonna say, so you like wore the band T-shirt to the concert that you were seeing? That's your answer. Asking your own questions.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what you have to do, right? No, never mind, different thing. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So let's see here. First question is from Mobius. It's a pretty good one to start off. I think everybody can answer this one, so we'll just do round robin style here. But what are your top 3 video games, regardless of the system?
Oh, I remember him bringing that up. It's a good one.
This one's from Mobius. Whoever would like to start, and then we'll just go from there. JJ, we know you got to know this one.
Oh, that's easy, yeah.
Yep.
Number 3 would be Secret of Mana on the Super Nintendo. Number 2 would be Xenogears on PlayStation 1, and number 1 would be Final Fantasy VI.
Ooh, I didn't know the other two, but I definitely knew Final Fantasy VI.
Number 4 is Final Fantasy 9. Number 5 is Witcher 3.
Perfect. Do you want to just do a top 10? Because I feel like you got it.
Saving it for the YouTube channel.
There we go. Perfect. Tushi, what about you, man? What are your top 3 video games?
Wow, that's actually really difficult for me to answer.
It wasn't for JJ.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Well,
I mean,
JJ's life is retro gaming and figuring. Yeah, so like that's his life. My life right now is super hectic. So, let's see. I would probably say Halo 2. No, sorry, Halo 3.
Okay.
On the Xbox 360. Let's see. On the PC, I'd probably say my favorite RPG on the PC is Divinity Original Souls 2. That was a really great game, and there's still a lot of you that need to play it with me. And
it's on the PS4 now, so.
Oh, dude, I know. It's also on the Xbox, so. Shit. What would be my third? Well, Squad there for the longest time was definitely my favorite game on the PC. It's just a military first-person shooter type thing. So it was a really good game, but it's taken quite the turn. So yeah.
Okay.
That'd probably be my 3. So.
All right. Lauren, what about you? Boots.
And no particular order, I'm gonna have to say Galaga, Crash Bandicoot, and oh man, I just had it in my head, but now I forgot because I was between two. Oh fuck.
You had me at Galaga.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no. Uncharted, the whole series.
Okay.
Oh, I fucked up. That's not
good for you.
That makes sense. Nick, what about you, man?
Terranigma for the Super Nintendo, Kingdom Hearts, like literally any of them, and then Borderlands 2.
Nice. Okay, Drew.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
The game is Divinity Original Sins 2. My bad, not Original Souls.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, JJ. Yeah, I was like, wait a second, is he right? I did mess that up, didn't I?
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, sorry.
I got NHL 94 for the Sega Genesis.
Ooh, 94.
You could make the players bleed. That's the big thing from that game. Kind of like Boots said, I can't just pick one, so like the entire Uncharted series. And shit, fuck. I don't know. I don't really have another one. I don't play a lot of games.
Okay.
So we'll just go with the first wrestling game I can remember playing. WWE or F. I think it's F. SmackDown.
Oh my god! I'm so happy you said that.
So before they were forced to switch their
they were beaten to death by a panda bear.
Was it on an N64?
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, I remember that game.
It was on N64, and then it was on something else. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
But
okay. All right.
It was like one of the first games you could make your own, create a wrestler, do all that shit. So,
what is it? Is it me now? My last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got 3. I don't really know how to rank them, but my top 3 and kind of a top 4 with 2 of them being tied. But Gunstar Heroes, which was on Sega. Yep. Nick, you and I played that. I love that game. I still love that game.
You and I played the shit out of that game a long time.
That game is so good. So like underrated too. Like I've never heard anything about it like ever. And yeah, but Gunstar Heroes for Sega. And then Final Fantasy VII, it was a toss-up between 7 and 9 for me, but I think 7 ultimately wins just because of the nostalgia. And I think it was a bit longer too. And then my last one is probably going to be a little controversial, but excuse me.
Wow, that was hot.
Yeah, there it is. No, I had to go with World of Warcraft, and my runner-up was Witcher 3, but I had to go with World of Warcraft, even though I don't play it anymore. I still like have years. It's the only game that I've ever played that I've spent years of my life on, and there's just something special about a game that can do that and like keep you engaged. I mean, it no longer does, but I still loved it when I came back to it. Like every time that I came back to it after a break, but it's more just time and money that keeps me from playing it now. Yeah, so those are my top 3 right there.
People can talk all the crap they want because people will say it sucks and whatnot, but I don't. It's World of Warcraft is a good game. It's not really a bad game. Whether you like it or hate it or whatever, that's irrelevant. But you can't deny that it is a well-made game.
Yeah, I mean I don't really know like how to describe it. I mean, someone just picking it up today will definitely not have the same opinion that other people who have played since like vanilla days will have. But yeah, it definitely belongs in my top 3, regardless of whether I'm playing it or not. So yeah. Let's see here. Mobius listed a whole bunch of questions, so I'm going to move on to a different person, and then maybe come back to them as needed.
Is it cool if I do mine real quick? The one that I got requested to ask.
Yes, please do. Oh God.
So this is from our buddy in chat here, End of Pie.
Oh God. Yeah,
I like that guy. He's a good gamer.
It's a 2-parter.
Is this the breast milk one?
No, no. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Get the fuck out.
Why?
The moron's house. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Chicken.
Chicken who?
Chicken who?
No. You guys missed it.
No, we got it. That was great.
Yeah. See, I felt bad originally, and then y'all gave me shit about Papa Smurf, and now I don't feel so bad anymore.
I need some of this chicken choking lotion.
I fucking love your delivery on that stuff. You just say it so straight-faced, and it's so great.
So deadpan.
All right, so this next question is from Johnny. Johnny asks, has anyone ever gone so far as even to need more to do look more like?
What?
My answer is yes.
My answer is
no.
42. So
42.
Yeah.
I've only gotten to second base with to do more to look more to like things.
Oh, geez. Okay, that's pretty deep. Anybody else? JJ, what about you?
On second base, it wasn't very deep.
You don't know my bases.
Yeah.
You got me there.
Third base is like marriage for Boots.
No.
Okay, so anyway, moving on. Let's see here. Here's a good one. This one's from Nate. Nate asks, what is your biggest pet peeve in video games, tabletop games, or Greek geek culture, not Greek culture? We'll leave the Greeks out of this. But what is your biggest pet peeve in video games, tabletop games, or geek culture? God damn it. I keep wanting to say Greek culture.
Rules lawyers.
Rules lawyers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that. It drives me crazy. Sorry.
Me too. Nope. I'm
Accusations.
Accusations?
Yeah.
What are accusations?
When you're good. When you're just flat good at the game and people are like, you're hacking.
Gotcha.
There's no way anyone's that good. It's like, oh my god,
that's
joke.
Dumb.
Aimbot. Yep.
Oh, that was a big one. Aimbot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Games being released unfinished and requiring DLC.
Yeah.
That you have to pay for.
Yep. Lauren, what about you?
I said fun suckers.
Fun suckers? Oh yeah, definitely. Like the people, you know what?
People that just suck the fun out of playing games.
Fun vampires. Yeah, I got you. I think in addition to rule slayers, one of my biggest pet peeves is people who are way too competitive to the point where like they're honestly childish about it. You know?
I think that kind of ties in.
Yeah.
I think that kind of ties together with the fun vampires.
I think it does too. Yeah. But yeah.
Because when you're that competitive, it makes it not fun.
Like, and the people who they won't have fun at a game unless they're winning.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah. Like,
have you met me? I'm terrible at all the games I own, but I still have fun playing them.
Yeah, me too. Like,
that's the point of a game.
Yeah, I have no problem like being what's the word? Self-deprecating. Like where you make fun of yourself. Like I
do it all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I can't. I'm perfect. Why is that funny? Hey.
Well, I don't like you anymore, JJ. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's that out loud.
Okay. Now this next one's from John. if you had to fight any other podcast in the Thunderdome, who do you think you could take? And who would you be most concerned about?
I don't listen to any other podcasts.
Have you seen our bodies and body shaves? I don't think we're taking anybody anywhere.
That's why we're all content with losing.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, all we gotta do is like find a podcast with a bunch of nerds that are smaller and scrawnier and nerdier than
Hey,
us.
watch the N-word, please.
Sorry.
I don't know how you suddenly started getting triggered by that. But Nick, I think you're right. I just don't know who that. I don't know who that is because most podcasts you just know their voice. And
yeah, I listen to a lot of sports podcasts, and all those dudes used to be like NHL players, baseball players, and
so you're not going up against them.
If we're gonna fight those guys, we are fucked.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what? Jack Osborne has a podcast.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, I was just listening to it not too long ago.
The one I'd be most worried about, though, is the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh yeah, Joe Rogan.
And his
Joe Rogan would be bad.
Like,
yeah.
Get out of here.
I was like, if we're gonna fight anybody in that sphere, it would probably be like Bernie Sanders. Like, Joe says
And
national
then he would
law
just talk
podcast.
us to death.
Yeah,
He's such a good guy.
I'm just trying to think of other podcasts because I don't. Well, the person who wrote
called, like,
this,
Spit and Chicklets, and it's like two former NHL enforcers. And
actually, you know what? I don't think we could beat Critical Role, and I don't really know if they're technically a podcast. Geek and Sundry podcast, maybe.
That would be fun.
Yeah, that could be fun.
I
feel like we could probably beat up the Nerdist.
John is someone who works on the Tomorrow's End podcast, and I think he was kind of trying to goad us on. Like,
he wants to start a fight.
No, dude, you've never met him.
We'll give him a fight.
He could totally
bring it on.
He could totally kick our ass. Like, he totally could.
The Tomorrow's End podcast needs to be destroyed.
Hi, Joe.
No.
It's a great podcast.
I'm kidding. Actually, I really highly enjoy it. But
yeah,
I just wanted to, say that.
Yeah. And there's Joe's second appearance on our show.
Bye, Joe.
Oh, sorry, the third one. He appears very, very, very briefly and towards the ending credits of one of the other ones. So, yeah, I know it would be Tomorrow's End because they're probably the closest to us. I don't think we could take them, though. I really don't.
No, fuck no.
I'm sure you would lose.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I know those folks.
Yeah.
Most of the guys on that show would fucking kill us.
Yeah, I think
In many ways.
I think we're done for. And
not to mention, they also know how to dispose of the bodies.
Yeah, not to mention they also have like
all it takes is
like
acid.
medics, so which we don't.
Jesse would eat us.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, so yeah, John, if you're listening to this, we know you could totally kick our ass, and I know that I kind of ignored the second part to your question just because I don't know, and not sure if anybody else knows what Rollmaster is. Do you guys know what that is? He asked.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, he wanted the fight to be in context of Rollmaster rules, which apparently that has some crazy critical tables that you can roll under. But I figured I would simplify the question a bit. Let's see here. Any questions from one of you guys? We'll give the opportunity before I move on here.
Yeah, me.
Go ahead.
I just want someone to explain to me what the moth meme thing is about, and why is it supposed to be funny?
Oh, the light or the light bulb.
Yeah, moths that like lights.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, that happens. That's fucking science. But
that's
why is it
spreading
supposed
like
to be funny?
wildfire.
It is. Well, I think it's like a resurgence. I think it's an older meme that is coming back, or at least that was my.
It's found its
not a
second
dumb.
life, huh?
I think so. I think it's hilarious. I mean,
Yeah.
some of them.
Literal nature, how moths work, man. It's primal. That's what's so funny about it.
It's more of just the fact that I think that it's taking over other memes, and it's like spreading to like all the memes that. Well, it depends on how familiar you are with memes, but all the memes that are out there now are being like remade in the context of the moth meme now, which is hilarious in that context.
Okay.
So
I just didn't know if there was like some underlying thing that I missed, or if it was just actually about moths being attracted
Just biology
to,
of moths. That's
Yeah.
really the idea.
Okay.
it's really, really.
Very
Yeah.
basic and boring. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for answering.
Whoa.
It's an Illuminati conspiracy, actually, but whatever.
Oh, okay. Joe.
Well, the Mason would know.
Yeah. Is this inside information, Joe? Oh, he's silent now.
Yeah.
Everybody watch your windows for the kill teams now.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, bye, Joe.
Yeah. The window in my basement is very small, so good luck. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and let's see here. Another one here.
It's moments like this that I wished I lived out in the country so I could just point my firearm out the window and shoot a couple times.
Here's a good one. This one is from Lauren's thread. It says this is from Veronica, and this is written as a question from Veronica's puppy dog. It says, "Hi, my friend Veronica is typing this for me. My name is Disco Dallas, and I'm trying to find a home. Just wondering what you think I should be for Halloween. What should Veronica's dog be for Halloween, guys?"
A pumpkin.
First of all,
Tushy,
you say that dog is looking for a home?
Yes.
Right,
Okay.
and that's why you should be a pumpkin, because bitches love pumpkin spice. If there's anything I've learned from the internet, it's that.
Did you say learnt as in with like hard T at the end of it?
I did.
I heard that.
That's pretty fancy of you.
Thank you.
I feel like that's old English. Maybe
I
not. Maybe I'm
am
just
attempting to get back to my roots.
drunk. Okay. Oh yeah.
Yes. I am marrying an English woman. So.
Okay. Any other suggestions? We got a pumpkin, which I think is boring as shit, man. Maybe you
That is
bought
really boring. It's like as boring as a moth meme.
It was tactical.
Shit.
tactical.
I saw some really good Star Wars dog costumes.
Yeah. I'm trying to
on the internet.
I don't remember what kind of dog it
Veronica,
is.
Oh.
No, go ahead.
I think that Disco Dallas should be Snoop Dogg during his stint as Snoop Lion.
Oh,
I dig.
awesome.
That's it.
That's pretty good. Okay.
Actually, I dig.
I dig.
Thanks.
I'm into that.
Yeah. JJ, any suggestions for a dog costume?
I'm posting them in chat. You can't see it, but two of them are Star Wars, and then there's one that says, and I just thought it was totes adorbs. It's an iPug.
An iPug?
Yeah, look in general chat. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh, I have that muted for some reason. Hold on.
That dewback one's pretty good.
And it looks like a table.
All right, hold on.
Well, yeah, you could like get it to serve you stuff. Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
I've never
Jesus
been one to like
Christ.
dress my pets, so
Neither. Oh, look at those pumpkin butts.
I would never do it. That's not a dog costume, by the way.
No, that
Aw.
is definitely a dog costume.
I'm waiting.
just a pumpkin butt.
Waiting for it to load. Loading. Oh, hey. Yeah.
Oh.
The dewback one's great. Oh, the iPug. I do like the iPug. I don't think Veronica's dog from the picture I saw is a pug, though, but...
Oh my god, this is genius.
That would be even better, though.
Let me see if I can get the picture of the dog.
Whoever thought of that is genius.
Okay, no, that would work. All right,
That dog
Veronica.
looks so sad though.
JJ posted this picture, and it's
Uh-oh,
a
Joe
dog
posted
with the cone of shame, but they turned the cone of shame, and they put a toothpick with some like homemade green olives, and it looks like the top of a martini glass. So I think that would be that would be my vote too.
That's cute.
That is, especially. I mean, it serves a dual purpose. If your
But
dog
I
is like,
also go with Joe's.
what's Joe's there?
Ambrosia. From Labyrinth.
I like that one too.
Hey.
That's good, yeah.
That would be great. Okay, so just don't do a pumpkin. I mean,
no, do a pumpkin.
No.
It'll get him
The
adopted.
bitches?
All of the bitches.
There's the dog.
Oh.
yeah.
That dog don't need no costume to get adopted. It's adorable.
Or just make it, give them a costume of like a
want that
pumpkin
dog.
spice latte from Starbucks. One or the other, you'll win.
You don't even have to dress that dog up. I will adopt it.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I'm actually
I'll take
adopting a
that
German
dog.
Shepherd soon.
I guess
so-
that Disco Dallas has found a home.
There we go. I like the
Yes.
I like the Burger King that you posted,
Uh-oh.
JJ.
First of all, that's McDonald's.
Isn't that, no, it's a Burger King crown.
There is a Burger King one in there.
Yeah, on the right.
Burger King, McDonald's,
Yeah, that's-
Krispy Kreme.
Oh, I just saw the fries. Oh, carry on. My
What the fuck
mistake.
is that?
I sound like a
Burger
jackass.
King Crown.
There's
What's
like-
that one with the smiley face?
I don't know.
I'll just leave now.
I don't know. I can't read it.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, JJ.
It says Eaton Park on the top.
Eaton Park.
Okay,
Huh.
that's weird.
Okay.
Whatever. That
Never
must
heard
be
of it.
Stupid Burger King
another.
dog.
I want some French fries.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Ew,
I wonder if those
arms
French fries
on
are
those
supersized.
Costumes are so creepy.
All right, guys. Here's a scientific question. It's from Alexander. Can you explain the difference between motion camouflage and classical pursuit, and how they apply to the hunting techniques of a dragonfly? Its success rates and the best tactics to use if you were being pursued by a giant human-eating dragonfly.
Wait, okay, so I cut out at the very beginning of that,
No,
so all I
that's
heard
all
was
right.
dragonfly camouflage.
There's like 3 different questions in here, but
Bomb shelter?
I think we're gonna go with the last part of it, which is
42.
what? Yeah.
That was actually my first thought.
Yeah. What are the best tactics to use if you were being pursued by a giant human-eating dragonfly?
You're
Shoot it
lose
with a
if there's
shotgun.
no tactics.
Yeah, let's hear some tactics. Drew says shotgun. I would agree.
Team up with Papa Smurf.
Oh my god.
Too late.
He's not real.
dead.
Yeah.
He's not real, JJ.
Neither are man-eating dragonflies.
You don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that.
But okay.
Fucking hate
Papa
dragonflies.
Smurf is dead. Just remember.
Yes, kid.
Dead.
Too much ass.
It's still real to me, damn it.
He's a wizard.
Easy. He's a wizard.
Nick, what about you? What do you think, man? What do you think? What would you do if you were being chased by a giant human-eating dragonfly?
Molotov cocktail.
Molotov cocktail. Okay.
Boy.
Just like Archer.
All right.
Damn
All right. Boots, what about you?
I'm just gonna cry and swear a lot.
Oh, geez. Okay, take the Ethan approach.
I just really dragonflies.
Sorry,
I get
buddy.
attacked by them, regular size. I can't imagine if a huge one that ate humans was after me.
You wouldn't try and use your Snow White powers on it?
No, because it doesn't work on dragonflies because they're dumb.
Oh, they're immune?
And they're bastards. Dumb.
But you could call
no
yourself
sense of direction. They're rude. They just run into you and bounce off you. Ew.
Wait, when does that ever happen?
You could call yourself an
never been
army
hit by a
of little
dragonfly?
furry creatures.
I've never been victimized by a dragonfly.
It's creepy
Am
as
I
shit
the
when they run
only
into
one
you.
that has really bad luck that's had multiple dragonflies fly into them and then they
I
just,
think you might be
bounce
the only
off?
Yeah.
person in the world that's ever had.
Yeah, I'd have to say so.
Oh, I thought that happened frequently to a lot of people.
I've had it happen to me before.
Okay.
Literally, you're the
Not
only
long.
person that's ever happened to ever.
Yes, I've never heard of that, so.
They're already after me.
There's a conspiracy, I think.
Yeah.
Was this before or after the LSD?
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Wait, someone said LSD?
Just made me feel it more.
It just made me feel it more. Okay.
They're like the most harmless of the fucking bug community.
That's a lie.
Tucci, what would you do?
I would buy Elon Musk's not a flamethrower.
Jesus Christ, I've been watching videos on that.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. And Joe, since you're in here, what would you do, Joe?
Summon a dire bat.
Oh my God.
Hey, there you go.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Become Batman.
I don't think that's how it works, but okay. What
would you do?
Yeah, I would have to go the route with Drew. I like guns and being able to take out a gigantic dragonfly. That would be my, what would you call it? What's the question say? That would be my tactic, is to shoot it. To shoot it.
Well, if there's anything we learned from Pokemon, it's that bug creatures are weak to fire. So
there we go.
Well done.
Did I get everyone? I think I did.
I think so.
Okay. I'll ask one of my questions.
Yes.
What is your guilty pleasure movie franchise?
Oh.
Now this is a get to know you moment.
Movie.
Yep.
Oh, I don't have any. I'm pretty open with everything that I watch. I mean, I'm not embarrassed by anything. I really don't care.
It has to be a series?
No, movie franchise, like intellectual property. I don't know. What's another word for it?
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Showgirls.
Showgirls, yeah.
Oh, you know what? Pitch Perfect. There you go.
Love
Yeah, that's a good one. Pitch Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, I do love Pitch Perfect.
Okay.
JJ, we still need to watch Showgirls.
I'm down. Any point.
Isn't
Not
that
tonight, sorry.
Elizabeth Shirley or whatever?
Yeah.
You see her boobs.
Yeah.
Jesse Spano.
Crazy sex pool scene. She looks like a fish out of water.
Yeah. That was
flopping around and everything.
That was the best part.
Yeah.
Wait, what movie is this?
Showgirls?
Showgirls.
Huh.
What's her
Is she
face?
having a seizure?
It
You've
looks
never
like
seen it either, Nick?
No, but I'm going to now.
Yeah.
Can we watch it when you're in town? I love
Fuck
that
yeah,
movie.
I'm so
I think it's one of those movies that you kind of, it's like part of like America's counterculture. Like you have to, it's a cult classic. You have to watch it.
Yeah, it's good.
You really do.
I love cults.
JJ, what about you, man?
You know what? I was actually going to say Pitch Perfect, but I will also throw on, just because everybody else I know seemed to hate it so much, I don't get it, but Ready Player One, I fucking love it.
Okay. I haven't
Still not
seen it yet. Yep.
That was okay. It wasn't bad.
Okay. Really? People give you shit for that one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it because they compare it to the book?
No, it's because they are like, I'm trying to think of a nice way of saying movie snobs. They have to have
uncultured swine
that like have to have this deeper meaning to them and like be all artistic and shit. And I'm just like, man, it just made me smile and I had a good time while I was watching it.
I gotcha.
Those kind of people.
I gotcha. Nick?
Can't really think of anything that's like really off the wall for me.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll have to come back to that one.
All right. Joe,
I got one.
You got one?
I got one. I just thought of it. Tori just made me watch all of the what are those stupid movies? It's like 16 and all those Brat Pack movies.
What?
Like Emilio Estevez and
Breakfast Club.
And, like Breakfast Club and
16 Candles.
16 Candles and St. Elmo's Fire and
yeah, all them.
All of them. They were all okay. I guess that's like the one that
I won't give you
watched.
shit for that. I won't give you shit for that at all. Those are good movies.
And then the other one is the Star Wars prequels.
Oh yeah, Episode 1.
You would.
I love Episode 1, dude. That's the best Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
We've already had this argument. All right, go back to like Season 1 or the start of Season 2. It's in there.
I'm gonna defend Drew on this one.
Oh yeah.
I actually do like the first one.
Well, I'm not gonna. I laugh because generally speaking, that's one that most people in nerd culture would make fun of someone else for, just because that's not the purest vision of Star Wars that everyone wants to hold on to. But I think we've already beaten that horse to death before.
Listen. You know who just won versus Darth fucking Maul?
Yeah.
Episode 1. Suck my dick.
Pop Smurf.
Pop Smurf sucks.
Yep. Pop Smurf's a dead bitch.
Joe, what about you, man? Do you have a guilty pleasure movie?
Motion pictures are a thing of the devil, and you're all going to hell for watching them.
Joe, you sound just like the people at my old church.
That you got kicked out of.
That I did get kicked out of.
I'm gonna back up the diabetic here, and I'm gonna say that the first 3 episodes of Star Wars I actually enjoyed.
Yeah, I did too.
Thanks, Joe.
I did too. I mean, I was excited when I saw them. I mean, in retrospect, it's kind of hard to. I don't know. I have a hard time getting through the first one. The second one I've watched the least out of all of them. The third one was pretty great, though. It was pretty great because it was all dark and very
dark.
Evil.
Yes.
Evil.
Yes.
So I guess you guys can all take your turn mocking me because my.
Oh God.
Yeah, and
here we go.
Yeah,
I know what you're gonna say.
Do you?
Say it, Nick. Say it for
maybe
him.
I don't know what you're gonna say, but
I want to know. I want to know what your guest is. Or guess.
Are you gonna say Twilight?
Yes, actually.
Oh!
Yeah. No. Here's
they did
why.
like the first 2 movies.
Here's
Today we learned Wes likes sparkly vampires.
Yep. Well, here's the thing. And there's a very specific reason for this, and it's pretty sentimental to me. And that's just because Janae is a big fan. Like that is the one series that she geeks out over. Like she has read all the books. She obviously has watched all the movies. Like she has, like, I don't know, she knows more about that movie than I do about some of like the nerdy shit that I know about. And
yeah, she still knows nothing about vampires.
No, and the thing is that it's kind of more. It was definitely one of those where I was definitely really not interested in watching them, but watching them with her and seeing her get all geeky like that, like I understand that. Yeah, no, yeah.
When did
it is pretty
a romance show?
It's so adorable.
No, and I understand that feeling, and I understand, we all understand the feeling of liking something that a lot of people shit on. So
fair.
Well,
so,
hey, that's how Nick is gonna feel and JJ when they watch Showgirls with me.
Yeah. So it's kind of just like a guilty pleasure of mine because, I mean, by and large, like the actual execution of the movies really aren't that great, and the story is way less to be desired. But it's more
like
of just
the scenery.
Yeah, and the music's all right, and like just I don't know. Like I said, it's more just about the connection that I get with her over her geeking out over something as opposed to me geeking out over everything that I like. You know what I mean? So that's my guilty pleasure.
I really just want to shit all over your answer. I just want to take a big steaming shit all over this.
I know you do.
But I'm
if
not
you
gonna
do that, record it.
But I'm not gonna do it because of that answer. Because of that gay ass answer. It was so sentimental and sweet and gay.
Well, I had ulterior motives when I asked the question.
She better listen to this episode.
Oh, she won't.
I wanted to
because I mean, you'll bring the staff into it for no reason.
Yeah, no, that's.
I'm gonna give you a pass.
I'm gonna start calling you Wes Ferratu.
Wes Ferratu, Wes Sparkle, Wes for Sparkle. Oh my god, I didn't realize you guys were like coming up with nicknames for me. I like Wes Ferratu. That's pretty fucking dope.
No.
I don't get a dope one.
With the Twilight twist, it's like Wes Ferratu glam.
He doesn't get that.
He does not deserve Wes Ferratu.
He does not get a good nickname.
Come on. That's not fair. Whatever. Fuck you guys.
No, you did this. You did this to you.
I did. I put myself out there, and I'm getting burnt. That's okay.
See what happens when you put yourself out there, so you never do it.
Exactly,
I
Drew.
applaud your gumption, sir.
Thank you. So moving on to another question here. Let's go. Here, we haven't talked about this one yet.
I fucking knew you were gonna say
Here,
that.
I know, it's funny that you did.
I got a couple of like would you rather's from Tori if you want to do a couple of those.
I'm gonna do one from our submissions just because I told them we would all do this. This one I'm not sure there's much we can comment on, but I want to ask it anyway. This is from Jason. What are your feelings on Cicada 3301? Is it a government-sponsored program, nerds having fun, or complete bullshit?
What is that?
Wow, I'm really surprised somebody knows about.
Well,
That's so cool.
And here's the thing: is I didn't research this, and I know that Peterson on our conspiracy night, I believe from the first season, he touched on it, and from what I remember, and Jason, if you're listening, forgive me if this is completely off base, but what I remember was it was some sort of like a computer puzzle program, or it was some kind of like printed puzzle program that people would find like on the internet or posted somewhere, and if they figured it out, it like took them down this weird like not literal wormhole, but like a
rabbit hole. Yeah,
like a rabbit hole of stuff, and it was supposed to be kind of like the conspiracy behind it was that it was supposed to be some kind of social or like conspiratorial like mind control or something like that. That's from what I remember, just loosely from what Peterson was talking about. So yeah, Tucci, you spoke up. Do you know what he's talking about?
It's basically it's a group that I don't know a whole lot about it, but my brothers and I were actually talking about this just the other night, like this last weekend, because they just released their new video, Cicada 3301, and it's more or less an encrypted, cryptographic internet puzzle that's orchestrated by this group, and if you know how to break down internet coding and stuff, from my understanding, it will lead you on a not really a treasure hunt, but it'll lead you down a path that you keep following clues, and the next clue will lead to a new one, and then the first one that reaches the last clue will then be reached out by a group, this group Cicada 3301, which from my understanding, in turn they'll give you a job offer.
Really?
Yeah, and it's only the people that reach the end. So it's completely on merit. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's whether you can make it first and whether you can even do it.
That sounds a lot like the plot of that movie about the magicians. Can you see me?
Can you see me? Or Now You See Me?
Now,
or whatever,
something like that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's very much like that. So
I'm into this.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, and I only know a few like coders and stuff that really know about this stuff, and I don't know how incredibly advanced it is, but I would assume it's probably the hardest shit to figure out ever. So you probably have to have a pretty decent idea of what you're doing.
I don't know dog shit about like coding, but man, it sounds really interesting.
Yeah, there's groups that try to crack it each year, like just a group of people, and sometimes they do it and sometimes they don't. But the thing is you have to crack it alone to get the invite.
So now back to the original question, like now that we kind of have a grasp on what it is, can you read the question one more time?
Yeah, what are your feelings on it? I think we kind of already went over that, but do you think it's a government-sponsored program, nerds just having fun, or complete bullshit?
I think it could be a combination of both, like nerds, like nerdy government.
It probably helps people it probably helps put people in front of governments. I don't know if it is literally a government-funded event. I would say it's probably more like a third-party organization that puts this on.
Like anonymous?
Yeah, kind of. It's just less notorious, I guess, and they don't really take part in politics, from my understanding.
Yeah.
So, where anonymous. But yeah.
Yeah, I would say, I don't know. Not knowing that
Joe
much.
posted a Wikipedia link in there for you. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'll read off the first line for you.
This is the best part. Hold on. The best part says many have speculated that the puzzles are a recruitment tool for the NSA, CIA, or MI6. That was actually my first go-to. And then it's a Masonic conspiracy. So Joe.
Joe.
The Mormons are at it again.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
I had a feeling you might say that.
Yeah,
we're not a secret society. We're just a society that has secrets.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I love that.
But no company or individual has taken credit for it or attempted to monetize it. So, and I think they start on YouTube. Like, I think it's like a video they release on YouTube, and then people have to break it down from there.
Oh my god, I'm so interested in this.
Yeah, so...
All right, well, maybe we'll have to do a show on it sometime and just kind of all look it up and whatnot. But, Drew, you had mentioned that you got some questions?
Tori sent me a couple of would you rathers.
Are these the really fucked up ones?
These are some of them are pretty gross.
Let's do
pretty
it.
Messy. Okay, so
let's do it.
She found them on Instagram. I don't remember what it was from. But the first one here is, would you rather use sandpaper as toilet paper or use hot sauce as eye drops?
Oh shit.
Oh fuck. Hot sauce in the eyes.
Really?
Yeah,
for the amount that Nick spends on the toilet. Yeah, I can see that.
I definitely do sandpaper.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, because you can just spread the cheeks and let the poop fall out. It's simple.
Oh, dude.
Done it plenty of times on camping trips.
No, here's the deal,
have a
though.
clean wipe all the time? I doubt that.
Your ass will be raw all the time.
Well, only if you have to resort to actually wiping your ass.
Oh, I get where you're going.
I always wipe my ass.
Yeah, but there's ways around it, is what I'm saying. You can play around that game.
Get a bidet?
Yeah, you get a bidet. Problem solved.
No, here's the thing, though. There was hot sauce as eye drops.
Yeah, I'll use that.
Okay, I use eye drops maybe like twice a year.
I was gonna say my eyes.
So I would choose that.
Use eye drops.
Like I'm on the toilet constantly, so.
Yeah,
I mean, people in the Middle East don't even use toilet paper, so you could just use your hand, you know?
Yeah, that's why you shake with your, what is it? Wipe with
your left, shake with your right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling really squirrely, you switch it up.
And then everybody gets pink eye.
Yeah. No.
And then they need eye drops.
That would be my guess. JJ, what about you?
Oh God, man.
JJ only uses sandpaper.
Yeah, I mean, what do I do when I'm already doing one of them?
Yeah, it's like, well, I already use sandpaper, so.
I'd go with the sandpaper, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
really?
Man.
Oh man. Okay. All right. All right.
It must be a Kansas thing.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh.
What? Oh.
My asshole feels for you, man. That's.
I got two more here.
Okay, let's do it.
I got a bunch more, but there's two more that I'll do.
Let's do two more because we got a bunch of other questions.
Yeah, that's fine. So, okay, would you rather lick butter from a homeless person's toes, or have sex with a wild gorilla?
Gorilla. Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is kind of like the Wookiee gang smang.
Bestiality or poison?
Yeah, I would do the butter.
Butter hands down. Well, wait. Am I giving it to the gorilla or am I taking it? There is a big difference there.
It is. There is a big difference.
Well,
really good point.
Well, let's break it down. I'm gonna assume
butter.
You're pegging
a gorilla.
There you go. I'm gonna say I'll leave it up. It's up to you what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna go with the
It's
butter.
a wild gorilla, so you gotta sneak up on it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really?
No, you guys are nasty.
Can I put hand sanitizer on the butter first?
No, you're just homeless
like
man. You're slathering up the toes and then you're just sucking it off.
We're overthinking this.
I'm actually getting sick thinking of that.
Yeah, no, it's gonna.
Yeah, it's like toast magma.
I'm better than banging a gorilla.
Oh, no.
I could have gone without that, Lauren. Thanks.
Yeah, there's something. I don't know. Banging a gorilla doesn't sound like a great idea either. So.
No, both are terrible.
The question does not specify that it has to be a male gorilla, though.
You're right.
It'd be like a good
Doesn't
cuddle
matter.
afterward, like romantic to watch the twilight together.
No, I imagine if you're sneaking up on a gorilla and once it realizes it's you,
Why
it's
do you
gonna
have to
pound the
sneak up
shit.
on it?
Well, that's what Tucci said, or someone
I don't
said.
feel like
Drew
a gorilla's
said.
gonna let you fuck it.
Yeah, I don't think so
You had to
either.
sneak up on it. I thought it was like
It just-
a willing,
it just says have
consensual
sex.
gorilla.
Just
You're
have
having
sex.
sex with a wild gorilla. Like,
Both of them could be life-ending.
Wild consensual gorilla.
It's easy
Yes.
for Boots to give that answer because everybody knows she'd be the aggressor.
Yeah.
Wait. Read the question one more time.
lick butter from a homeless person's toes.
Yeah,
Toast
okay, I would
magma.
lick butter. I would lick
Or-
butter because it
or
doesn't say
have
how many
toast
times you have to
magma.
lick. So yeah,
Yeah. Lick butter.
yeah, that's what it. Yeah, I would just lick butter. Yeah.
All right, and then the last one here. This is much more lighthearted. Would you rather never have access to the internet or have Nicolas Cage always be within 1 meter of you?
Nicolas Cage, we're about to be best friends,
Yeah.
homie.
Yep. Same here.
Like, he
man.
never interferes in your life, but he's always just around you. You're sleeping,
Always
fine.
there.
you wake up,
Oh.
there he is.
What you said?
That's
One
fine.
1 meter.
Yes,
That's
1
like
meter,
what?
so
3 feet? Okay.
Yeah, sits next
Dude,
to you
that's
at
pretty
work.
close.
You're
That's fine.
you're taking
is
a
pretty
shit,
close.
you're taking a pee, he's right there next to you.
And those are chimps. Those aren't. Those aren't gorillas.
We're past the
First of
gorillas.
I know,
Pat-
but someone
No,
posted
no,
a
I'm
video
thinking
of the
about it.
chimps.
Oh. Oh, I was like, what
You
the fuck are
too
you
can see
talking?
chimps mating. Just join the Basement Dwellers Discord.
Yeah.
Hey guys, wait, hold on. It's science, okay?
No.
We're gonna get a bunch of weird people in here now.
Yeah.
Nice. We could probably make a meme
Like,
out of it.
I came for the ape fucking.
Listen, I'm not a kink shamer until
I
I'm a
started
kink
we're gonna get all
shamer.
the-
So
podcasting and I stayed for the ape fucking.
I try not to kink shame, but
I'd
there
say
are
Nicolas
some
Cage.
kinks. Yeah,
Oh.
Nicolas Cage for sure.
Nicolas Cage, yeah.
Nicolas Cage, definitely.
Yeah.
Think of everything he could do for you, just
You're
being a meter.
right.
A meter
Oh
within
my
you.
God.
In all of
Hold
his
your
movies,
drink.
too.
Yeah.
He could wash your back. He could wipe for you.
No, he doesn't do anything for you.
Well,
Or
it doesn't
just-
say he doesn't.
But
It
can you-
just says he's within a meter of you.
Can you
want him
talk
to
to him?
wash your back and wipe you?
Of
So
course.
you want Nicolas Cage?
I
to
hate
be
doing
what?
both of those things.
Oh,
I mean, let's
jeez.
be real. He's just the worst, but it'd be a lot of. It'd be a lot of fun to just have him around.
He's not the
Oh,
worst.
he's fucking terrible.
He's
You're the
getting
worst.
paid to be in movies, and you're within 1 meter of him at all times. Therefore, you're going to be in those movies too.
Yeah.
They're going to have
No,
no choice
he's-
but to pay you as well.
They're gonna have to
all
like
gonna be in the
wrap
movie.
you
Yeah,
in a
the
green
worst
screen or
of
something.
Hey man,
Would
the
you
worst,
rather be like
the
Mel
worst
Gibson or
movie
something?
pays more to him than you'll make in like 2 or 3 years. So I mean,
That's a really valid point.
It is.
hey man, he makes shitty movies, but he's a fucking millionaire.
And who knows, with you being in it, it could be a better movie.
Yeah, maybe you get a Best Supporting Oscar or something.
That's not
Yeah.
even remotely true.
No, like I said, they'd probably wrap you in a green screen for most of this movies.
Here, just wear this green suit.
All right, Drew. Did you have one more?
No, we can
No.
move on.
Okay. What were
I
you gonna
have
say,
a bunch
Nick?
more, but we can do those at another time.
Wait, there was that one that got asked, but I don't know if it got asked last time or if it was just like in the chat.
Wait.
What's that?
And I don't know if I want to ask it because it's kind of gross.
Yep, do it. Fuck it. You brought it up. We can always cut it.
Was it? I don't know if this one got asked last time. Was it? Would you rather eat chocolate flavored poop or poop flavored chocolate?
JJ
we did
asked
this
that.
one.
Yep.
We
Did
did
you
this
do that,
one.
JJ?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't bring it up, but I remember talking about it.
I
Was
asked
it-
that one.
Oh,
Was
yeah,
it in
yeah.
the chat or was it?
No.
It was on the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I brought up the Wookiee Gang Smang.
Yep. So let's see here. Kind of already done that type of question. Okay, here's another one from Mobius. Back to the top. He says top 5, but I'm just gonna say I'll generalize it and say.
God bless you.
Really? I think my answer would be
generalizing.
Thanks. Whoops. Excuse me. But he asks top 5 songs. I'm just gonna say what's your favorite music to listen to, if anything, while playing a game?
The soundtrack of the game.
Okay.
Yeah, it all kind of depends on the game too, though.
No.
Just no.
No.
Hold on. I've got
No
it.
music.
I've got it. YouTube. There is a specific channel I listen to while playing games.
No, you're gonna do it. You're gonna put on Rick Astley, aren't you?
If I'm playing like,
yeah, I was gonna say.
I want to, but I won't.
I either listen to the game, or if I'm doing something like mundane, like grinding or something for EXP, I just watch Netflix or something.
Oh, okay.
if I'm playing a first-person shooter, go ahead, Drew.
No, go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
I was gonna say heavy metal if I'm playing a first-person shooter.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I barely,
if I'm not, oops, sorry.
No, sorry, Drew. Go ahead, man.
So if I'm not listening to the soundtrack, it's usually I'm listening to a podcast of some sort.
See, I can't do that. I'm so distracted. But like Nick said,
Yeah, me too.
With first-person shooters, I turn the music down all the way, and I turn the sound effects up all the way, and metal music all the way. It just fits. Anything else, I like listening to the soundtrack of the game I'm playing. I think it's important in setting the mood. But with first-person shooters, music's not really important, as far as the game's music goes. Though a lot of shooters nowadays have really good sound design, and especially games like Rainbow Six Siege, like you almost have to have no music, and you have to listen to what's going on, otherwise you're kind of at a disadvantage.
True. I do listen to Chilled Cow on YouTube. It's a music channel that plays lofi hip hop radio, and it's pretty great shit. So,
okay,
yeah.
Joe, what about you?
Video games are the work of the devil.
Yes, that's true. Twitch music streamers, to be honest.
Yeah, you have a fondness for the Twitch.
Live music.
Hey, that violin, bro, is pretty awesome. Or cello, rather. Cello, not violin.
Video games are Satan's work, and y'all need Jesus.
Satan's
Really? You're gonna say that? Really?
Of all the people in the room.
Of everybody in here, Nick's gonna tell me I need Jesus.
There's actually one YouTube channel though that I do watch sometimes or listen to sometimes when playing video games, depending on the game. It's Gabriella 9797, and she just does guitar covers, and they're amazing. They're great background music.
I did enjoy the harp player that you posted a long while back, Joe, in the Twitch channel that we have on our Discord. You know what I'm talking about? She dressed like an elf. Sorry. She dressed like an elf and she played harp music. I thought it was pretty cool. Like homemade harps, or her dad made them for her or something like that. But yeah, I watched that one for a while. I like harp music.
And sparkly vampires.
Yep. Goes hand in hand. Right? Let's see here. Oh, here's a good one from Nate. What game are you looking forward to in the near future?
Oh, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. Were they on 3 now?
3, yeah.
3? Okay.
Red Dead.
Red Dead, yep. JJ.
Oh god, Red Dead, Kingdom Hearts, Mario Party comes out this week.
Oh god.
Fuck yeah.
Smash Brothers.
Oh god.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, the remaster.
Holy shit.
That one,
Tell me more.
Twitch is the Twitch is getting like even harder to not get one.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
God damn it, JJ, stop!
I could go on.
I know.
Borderlands 3.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything
DJ,
about
we
that.
can only get so erect.
I know, dude. I'm like trying to calm down here, but Anthem for me because they pushed it back.
Oh yeah.
Ugh, man.
What?
Yeah. I mean, well, they pushed it back
damn it.
from last time. I think it's this year. No, it's not this year.
No, it's next year.
Next
I
year,
think.
yeah. This is the year we found out that it wasn't going to be this year. So that sucks. Boots. Boots. What about you?
I'm not really up to date on what is happening.
No.
No,
Okay.
but hearing Red Dead, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I'm just looking forward to playing all the games I still haven't played that I own.
yeah, I know. I really should do that too. And actually, near future, which I got an email saying it was out today, but I thought it was on Friday. But Assassin's Creed, the new one, the
Odyssey.
Odyssey. Yeah, that.
Yeah, it looks so good.
I'm hesitant to pick it up, not because I don't think it's going to be great. All the reviews that I've been reading about it say that it's going to be great, but I am still like not far at all in Origins. And I know they're two completely different stories and two completely different settings, which kind of lends itself to me getting both. but yeah, I'm kind of hesitant just because I was so hyped up and jazzed about getting Origins, and it was everything I wanted it to be, and I haven't played it in a very, very long time. So I don't want that to happen with Odyssey 2, especially at new game price. So, but yeah, that would probably be my most. That one will definitely be out before this episode is released, but that would have been mine. Last of Us 2, even though I'm not done with the first one. Was that a from you, Lauren?
Oh no, that was a boop.
Oh, boop. Yeah. So yeah, did I miss anybody else?
Diablo 4.
Diablo. Oh yeah, I need that in my life.
I don't know if it's even been announced, but it should be a thing. So
yeah, I don't know. I know we covered news that said that they're looking to hire on people for a dungeon designer, so that could be something.
Yep.
Joe, what about you? You got anything you're looking forward to? I know you don't really play a lot of new games, but
video games are the work of the devil.
Yep.
I don't really have anything that's on my my radar.
Okay.
You know, I actually recently removed Steam and uninstalled all my games. So.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I don't got anything.
RIP. R.I.P. Man. Okay. Let's see here. What else we got? I got another question here. What is your favorite TV show that is no longer around, whether it be canceled or it was actually finished?
Firefly.
We got two Fireflies. Nick?
Penny Dreadful.
Penny. Oh God, yes.
That show was fantastic.
Great show. Yep.
Oh yeah. Shit, Constantine.
Constantine. Okay.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
What is your favorite TV show that is no longer around, whether it be canceled or it was allowed to end?
Ugh.
Salute your shorts.
Woo, dude. Woo.
Taking it way back.
Blast from the past.
Continuum was a pretty good show.
I never watched that.
I would say Battlestar Galactica, but that had a really nice ending to it, so I'm kind of satisfied.
Joe, that's a great
Stargate
question.
Universe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go. Stargate Universe, absolutely.
Lauren, what about you?
Well, I want to say one, but then everyone's going to be all uppity about it. But Roseanne, before Roseanne started being a little see you next Tuesday. And then I'm going to say Freaks and Geeks and Daria. Am I allowed to say more than one?
You just did,
Thanks.
so.
Yep.
I don't think there was a limit.
Don't silence me.
No.
Fuck, what was it?
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
No, Log Horizon. It's an anime, and it's fucking awesome. And it ended in the second season because the creator got arrested for something, but I can't remember what. So it was really sad, but it was a really great anime.
Nick, you gotta leave.
Yeah.
No problem, dude. All right, take it easy. Okay, we'll see you this weekend. All right.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Hell yeah.
Bye, buddy.
Have a good night, man.
I just thought of two more.
What? Go ahead.
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yes.
Because that would be so good right now. Modern day. Like,
oh my god.
That'd be amazing.
Fucking perfect.
And then MXC.
MXC.
Most Extreme Elimination
Oh, dude,
Challenge.
that show's so great.
Oh.
It's so good.
All the episodes are on YouTube too.
Okay. All right.
Oh man, MXC was the best.
Mine is a TV show, sci-fi show called Defiance. Did any of you guys watch that?
It sounds
heard
really
of it.
Oh man, it's one of those shows where I hesitate to turn people onto just because when you get into it, you get into it, and I believe they had 3 or 4 seasons, but they ended it on a cliffhanger. Not really a cliffhanger, but kind of they ended it pretty much the same way that Stargate Universe was ended. Kind of like, will they or won't they survive type deal, and nothing has ever come from it. But
The Colony?
I haven't watched that.
Or Colony or whatever it's called. It's like more of like a semi-reality TV show where they like put people.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I can't remember why they I think someone died or something like that, or got seriously injured, but
Yep, I remember that.
It was a great show.
Like post-apocalyptic, like they would have like people come and try and take their supplies, and they actually had to like find them out.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's fucking such a good show.
I'm not sure if they still make episodes of Taboo, but I loved that show.
What was Taboo? What was that?
It was like a reality docuseries on Nat Geo.
I know what you're talking about. I just don't.
Yeah, they just like went, and explored different cultures or taboo.
Oh
subjects.
yep. I remember that. Okay, all right.
I love that show.
Playboy, but does that now, don't they? They have like a TV show that's like
Playboy.
Yeah.
Oh.
They've taken a step away from like the whole pornographic bullshit and moved on towards they have like a television show now that goes through like taboo subjects and stuff like that, and like they have a chick go. I think she's actually. I don't want to say she's a doctor. I don't know. I think she has some credentials or something like that. But where she's science based or something like that. She has like a doctorate in
show on Viceland.
Is it on Vice?
It's on Vice.
Doesn't she work for Playboy though?
I don't know. I've only seen it once or twice.
I'm pretty sure she works for Playboy, but yeah, it's probably that.
I don't know.
That's a pretty good show though. Yeah.
Did I get through everyone for that one? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. Okay. I got one more, and then we can go from there. What was your favorite toy as a kid or big kid?
Toy.
Legos. Always has been, always will be.
Good one.
Oh, I got a Tamagotchi recently, but it's not my favorite.
Ninja Turtles.
Yep, that's mine.
Legos.
Ninja Turtles and Batman for me. I was more obsessed with Ninja Turtles, and I had this obsession with the Turtle Van, the Turtle Blimp, and I'd never had the Technodrome, which I always wanted, but that was like the king of all Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys back then, and there was no way I was gonna get that for any holiday. So
Is that like when you wanted the USS Flag from G.I. Joe?
I think so. Like the,
you know what I'm talking about? The aircraft carrier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I do like Nerf guns a lot.
Oh, that's a good
so that
one.
would probably be my deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Joe, what about you? Did you play with toys and like?
Yeah. Do you play with toys, Joe? As an adult, do you play with toys?
I can't say I do. As a kid,
You
though.
can neither confirm nor deny.
You can say it. It's fine. As a child, though, I think my favorite was actually playing with Matchbox cars out in the backyard with a hose. I'd build cities out of mud and earthenworks and streams and lakes and stuff like that.
Is that kind of
cool.
explains your obsession with like the game Civilization and stuff like that, like or SimCity or anything like that?
Yeah, there you go. City Skylines.
Yeah. Good deal. Boost, did you answer?
I don't know if she did. I don't think she did.
I don't think she did.
What kind of toys do you like to play with, Boots?
Yeah, what kind of toys?
Well, my favorites probably were my Hot Wheels or my Power Ranger action figures, the Morphin Head ones.
Oh yeah.
And I also really liked my creepy crawler machine maker.
Oh, I had one of those. Those were
I
fun.
loved that.
This is bringing me back.
Did you guys ever have a Pog maker?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
You made your own
Pogs.
Pogs out of like
Shit.
newspapers and shit?
Pogs.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Pogs. That's a good toy too.
Pogs were a great toy. Like they almost got banned from my school because of the whole like if you played like hardcore Pogs, like
you take them.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
when you won.
gambling.
Yeah.
Chuchi, do you know what Pogs are?
Yes, I do. I played with them.
Okay, just making sure.
I think I actually still have some at my dad's place in my room. I'll have to check next time I'm there. Yeah, I'll have to
take a picture.
Yeah, I have some somewhere too. Some slammers.
Yeah, you do.
Slammers, huh?
How badass would it be if we brought Pogs back? Like
we should make
Friday night we'll be sitting around at your house with
Pogs.
Straight up pogging.
Pogging.
taking everybody's Pogs.
Oh god. All right, last question of the night here is from Joe, actually. I think it's a great question. What would it take for you to give up video games and non-video games for a year?
I basically already have, I feel like. Adequate amounts of sleep.
I'm filtering my answers here, so I've got to find one that fits properly in the context of this show.
$1 million.
$1 million.
My dog living forever.
Okay.
World peace.
You know what? Actually, I'd probably do it for $100,000.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I'd go for a year without it.
It's like you already do like Lent. That's 40 days. You think you could do like Lent for a whole year?
I didn't know you gave up games and non.
No, I didn't give up games.
He gave up
No,
social
you gave
media.
up Facebook.
Facebook, yeah. That
Way
was it.
different.
Well, just Facebook, not he was still on Twitter. I remember that conversation.
Yeah, I could totally do it. I mean, I go like, believe it or not, I go like 4 or 5 day stretches all the time without playing. It's normally because I'm like, instead of like playing just games, I found like a new TV show that I'm just really into, and I just like binge watch the hell out of that.
Like My Hero Academia.
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, I probably haven't played a video game in like a month.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at too, because I have so little time that I don't feel like it should be spent on other things that I either have to choose. I have to choose between like several different hobbies. And
old people problems.
Yeah. So video games for a whole year and non-video games. So no board games, no.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, like
yeah, that's rough.
I play more board games than video.
I was to say I could give up video games if I could play board games in their place, but
oh, that mean I'd have to give up D&D, doesn't it? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what would it take? What would it take though?
Oh man, it probably would take something along the lines of world peace.
Oh, really? that grand a scale? It's like I would do it for money. Like
no.
Immediately where my mind went.
I don't know. So like I've told you guys, I've told you guys my biggest fear, right?
Dying alone.
No, not
having
quite.
world peace.
No, well, I
Wiping
mean,
with
it sort of
sandpaper?
goes along with that. Well, it goes no.
Nuclear war.
Dictators can be killed. So, nuclear war. Yeah, I mean, nuclear war would definitely put a damper on things for what I fear. But my fear is that humans won't ever like truly make it off this planet and become a Kardashev 1 society. So that's like something I really want for the human species, but I don't know if it's accomplishable because we fight over stupid shit all the time. So,
Gigi, we're just talking about giving up video games
what
for
are
here.
you-
no, I know, but that's how important video games are to me.
Okay.
Like I play a lot
Well,
of
that's how
video.
important D&D is.
Well, that too, yeah. I love D&D. It's such a fun game,
Yeah.
especially when you have an awesome DM.
I would do it for the money. I would do it
A couple
for money.
$1 million. Yeah, sure.
I think JJ has it right
I
in the
would totally do it
ballpark.
for money too, but I want my dog to live for as long as I live.
Like I would like JJ put like $100,000 on the table. I would definitely do it for $100,000. I would say that I'd probably even do it for like $50,000. But
I would do it for as much as my debt is, just to have an eat. Holy smokes!
bless you.
If somebody actually offered me $50,000 to do it, I'd probably do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. It would fix a lot of problems, that's for sure.
I would do it for like whatever my debt is. So
Yeah.
I'd be so
give me
bored.
that, I'm done.
I would.
I'd have to start dating again.
Or you can start reading. And
I was gonna say I've got so many books and
I
shit
would
just
be
laying around
so
the house that I
screwed.
haven't read yet.
We could start exercising. Oh.
Come on, we're trying to be realistic here.
Yeah.
yeah, stop. Jeez. Get out of here.
It's the dumbest answer I've heard tonight.
What would it take for you to give up drinking alcohol for a year?
Oh, that's easy. I could do that in a heartbeat. Absolutely.
Yeah, that wouldn't take much. I mean, I
Wait, what
quit
was
for
the
like
question?
6
For a
months
whole
before.
year?
I mean,
You don't want to drink a beer for a whole year?
I've done it before. It's just a drink. It's not life or death for me.
If you asked me that when I was like in my early 20s, there's no way I would have been able to do it. Now,
I mean, I'm not an
yeah.
alcoholic, but I still like to leave my house sometimes. So,
Well, you can still go out and not drink. I mean, shit.
okay, I would like to be social sometimes.
Yeah. There's a meme I would post for this moment right here, but I don't have it. So
Need to have that meme folder ready, bro.
I know.
It's my
Well, it's like
liquid
on my
courage
phone.
to talk
So
to people.
yeah, I could do it. I mean, I can't
Yeah, I
say
could
that.
do it too,
I can't
but
say
I mean-
that I've gone a long time without having a drink. I think the longest I've gone was maybe a month. But video games, it would take money. Drinking, I don't think I would need money.
No.
I think to give it up completely for just a year, I could do that for free.
Yeah, a year is not a lot, I guess.
Like I would do it for charity. Let's put it that way.
Do it for the vine.
Do it for the vine. Yeah, but yeah, that would be my answer for that one. So I think that about wraps it up. Mobius, you had, if you're listening to this, you had a couple more questions, but we answered
we'll
one of
answer
them.
those in private.
No, so we answered one of them already on one of our recent shows, the top 3 memories of playing a game. We did kind of like the epic role-playing experiences. Then he has top 3 tabletop RPGs, but I think we're out of time for tonight. So with that, guys, thanks if you have been a regular listener, especially for sticking with us. I mean, we have 24 episodes under our belt now, and we got a
My
lot.
waist is huge.
Yeah, we got a lot more in store. We don't have any plans as far as what that is, but I mean, we can always talk about just about anything. So we'll be back for season 3. Probably towards the end of this month, around Halloween time. I want to do a Halloween special. I think it would be a shame not to squeeze one in there. So you'll see us.
That's what she said.
Yeah, you'll see us the week of Halloween, which the episode would be released on the 3rd of November. Again,
Can we release it on the 5th of November?
Remember. I guess. I don't know, Tucci.
Oh, tomorrow's Mean Girls Day.
Jesus.
Tomorrow's Mean Girls Day?
Yeah.
Somebody asked me about that at work.
That would be another guilty
was gonna wear
pleasure
pink.
movie of mine.
Yeah, because it falls on a Wednesday.
Lindsay Lohan movies.
You can't sit with us.
Good movie.
All right. So, yeah, that about wraps it up for season 2. And like I said, we'll be back at the end of the month when we do the beginning of season 3, which will probably be like our Halloween special. So I don't really know if that makes sense, but we're going to do it anyway. So fuck it. And yeah.
This is our show. Fuck it.
We'll do it live.
I'm gonna ope all over you.
The next season 3 is going to be filled with so much ope, we won't be able to like stand it. So
we should work on like getting the word ope into a lot of like the titles of our.
I'll work it into the theme song or
there you go
intro music. So
we'll spread the word of ope.
Okay. Well, have a good night, guys. We will see you at the end of the month. Good night.
Okay. Love you.
Bye.
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 Bye. All right, that was great. That was a good way to end the season.
That is cute.
Cute. Cute. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take off. I haven't done any homework for this week. I don't think I have anything to do. I better not have anything to do. But
Not yet.
Or otherwise it's crunch time.
it really is. I have 2 hours to get it in, and I don't want to get
2 hours to get it in.
yeah.
All I need is 3 minutes.
And some pumpkin spice lube.
There we go. All right. Good night, guys. We'll talk later.
See you later, guys.
I know.